Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel. Cat Star here with your money career reading for the week of June 17th through June 23rd. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. For those of you liking and sharing the videos, thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at the present, kind of current money and career, and we're going to look at the near future. So we're going to kind of break it up a little bit today and see what happens, what comes out, what comes through for you, Aquarius, during this time for money and career. So we're going to do 3 here. Ooh. Okay, I would have taken those, but man, the cards have something to say. All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, hopefully we can see all those here. It'll be a little off kilter so we can get in the shot. We're gonna get one of these. Here and one of these over there. Alright, and one of these guys for each. Don't worry, we'll get this arranged. I do hope that you guys have had the most fabulous week. The most fabulous, there's that one. Most fabulous week. Oh, do remember, Sunday is Father's Day. So happy Father's Day. But also do remember to maybe give a call, give a shout out, get a little gift, for that special guy, father, grandfather, uncle, whoever it may be, brother, son, whoever it may be, that father in your life that, deserves a little extra love on Sunday. All right, let's go ahead and see what we got going on here. Wow. All right. If you haven't watched the kind of collective or the reading that went up just a little bit earlier today on the channel, make sure to check that out as well. So currently you are in a 7 of Pentacles energy. This is really gorgeous. You're in the growth phase. You're really seeing kind of what's going on around you within money, career. You're seeing that growth. It's like the seeds that you planted are currently coming to fruition. They have growth. You're seeing it. It's popped up out of the soil. You planted that seed. You really let it be. Sometimes, right? Sometimes there's that idea that we, decide something, we work towards something, and then it's not here fast enough. It's not here fast enough. Just like you plant a seed, instead of waiting for it to actually pop up out of the soil and begin to kind of bloom or grow, it's like you go and dig up the seed and you're like, why isn't this coming up? Why isn't this coming up, right? Every other day. So you have begun to see that reward. You've begun to see that growth in whatever measures you've been taking as far as money and career go, Aquarius. You have planted the seeds, and that is starting to take root and grow. Now that is the present. Now you also within the present have the Emperor, gorgeous energy. This Emperor is all about really having that planning. So you've planted the seeds, you've planned for this growth, this new movement, this reward that you may be receiving here in the present moment. You've really planned for it. You really sat down and you really took pride in what it was that you were doing. You really had this strategic idea, this plan that you put into place, and you've really been working towards that. So you're seeing an abundance, you're seeing growth, reward due to that here in the present moment. Now you also have the moon. Oh yes, you do here in the current moment. Aquarius, you have the moon, and this is really, there's something that has been hidden from you, or there's something that you need to gain clarity on. Yes, you've got that strategy down. Yes, you've got that growth, but there's something that's hidden, a little piece here in this present moment that is hidden from you that you're not quite seeing clearly yet, that is really going to change, right? It's going to change the way that you see things. It's going to change, potentially just shift or pivot the strategy you've been using, right? There's something's going to come up that is going to bring that clarity. It's going to come out of hiding, and it's going to bring that clarity for that next level as far as career or entrepreneurship, because the Emperor is also really kind of an entrepreneurial spirit. So potentially you have been working towards growing your own business, growing your own YouTube, growing an online business, a brick and mortar business, or, courses, that sort of thing. Potentially you've been working towards that, and it just maybe hasn't clicked. Yes, you've been seeing some growth. Yes, you've got that strategy, that strategic planning. You've been doing all that. Potentially you've been taking some social media courses, or some doing some things as far as networking goes to get it out there, but there was something that just didn't feel like it clicked, or doesn't feel like it clicked, since how this is your current energy for money and career, the now energy. Something that hasn't felt like it's clicked, and so that is going to be revealed. It is coming in, that this little hidden aspect. It's almost as if you're like, if I could just flip this switch, if I could just flip this switch, I would have, there's that potential for the more customers, or the more income, or this greater flow, or this greater abundance to come in, for more people to see it, if I could just flip this switch. So that's where you're currently at. You've got some growth, you're doing some amazing things, you've got the strategy, you've planned, you've done the work, you've got, but there's a little hidden aspect that once that comes to light, it's going to bring that clarity. Now you also have in the flow, exactly, everything is smooth sailing. So it's coming through that in the now, well, and we're going to see what the future has for this, but you have really been in flow. Again, you have that one little switch that you feel like just needs to be flipped, that one little missing piece, or that one little missing thing that's being hidden to you. Once that comes out, once you have that clarity, everything is going to flow. You're already in the beginning parts of a flow state, but it's almost as if the dam is going to be lifted. Does that make sense? And it's just going to start just flowing. And then you also have words of abundance. Beautiful. Look at this. So your present, Aquarius, is gorgeous. This one says you have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms, and that is what you attract for yourself and others. So beautiful. So instead of what's coming through in this present moment, instead of focusing on, whatever's hidden or what you're not seeing, focus on what you are seeing. Focus on the clarity. I already have so much clarity, right? This piece is no longer hidden, or I see all the facets to bring this into this deeper state of flow. Okay, whatever that is, use words of abundance, words of affirmation, words of bringing you into that clarity, instead of focusing on the lack, or that potentially you don't have that clarity, or something's hidden from you. Instead of being like, what am I missing? What am I missing? Potentially, you could say something more like, man, I'm so glad all the pieces always fall into place. I'm so glad I always have such clarity around this situation, or I'm so thankful that everything just really, really works out. I have done the work. I have that growth. I planted the seeds. I have the growth. I have, my strategy, my planning in place. And, I am in flow. Things are just working beautifully. And potentially, you may find that whatever feels like it's hidden just kind of automatically self-corrects. Gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, now let's go ahead and look at The future energy. Future energy. Got Ace of Pentacles, y'all. Aquarius for the win. Aquarius for the win. This is you have planted those seeds. Look at this, also has that growth. Now this is where you are planting the seed, but that abundance is here. This is a big money card. So you may be receiving a spontaneous offer as well with this, Aquarius. The spontaneous offer could be that one little chunk, that you would have never even noticed. This could come from like a social media or social networking kind of thing. It could come from a meeting. It could come from just somebody reaching out to you, but you're going to receive a spontaneous offer. This is in the future. Remember, this was your current energy. This is your future energy that is really going to seal the deal. It's going to really create that clarity, and that little missing chunk or piece just fits right into place with this, Aquarius, and you are in flow. You are in flow. You are in this abundance flow. You are in this flow of dough. That's such a weird statement. This money, this reaching that goal, all that planning, all of that planting the seeds, the strategy, everything that you did is all coming to fruition with this Ace of Pentacles, and it's bringing you some money. Now you also have the Page of Pentacles. Look at the Pentacles. Pentacles, Pentacles, Pentacles coming through here. You've got Pentacles on both sides, so this is a lot of abundance. A lot of abundance with that Page of Pentacles. You are really, it's almost as if you're like, yeah, I got this. I could stand on one foot, be on my head, whatever. It's in the flow. I've got it. It's good. I'm reaching exactly what it was that I was shooting for, what I planned for, what I strategized for, what I planted the seeds for. I'm reaching it. And then I can reevaluate and plant more seeds and create more, plan some more, create more strategies to go even bigger. As I said, Aquarius for the win. So freaking gorgeous. And then you also have the Eight of Cups coming in here. And that Eight of Cups is really letting go of anything that doesn't fulfill you, letting go of anything that takes up time, that isn't moving you forward. You're in this place here. Ooh, take a breath. This is such good energy. It feels like it feels like some of you are really, really pushing. Like you're really pushing. And this is coming through within this future energy here as don't push. Let it flow. Let it flow. Let go of that energy, that pushing, forcing energy, because Aquarius, it is happening. It is happening no matter what. You planted the seeds back here in this present moment, and or even in the past. You planted those seeds. They started growing. You had the strategy. You had the plan in place. You did the things. That lack of clarity and or that something hidden, but you still were in flow. That one missing piece was kind of, or is kind of holding you back, but you kind of worked towards those words of abundance, moving yourself into that space of abundance and overflow instead of lack and scarcity as far as that goes, moving you into this. Now you're letting anything go that doesn't support that. That includes those feelings of needing to push and force. You're already in flow. You don't need to do that. So in the future, you're really going to kind of slow down and pay attention. You've got all of this abundance coming in. You've got this Ace of Pentacles, this spontaneous offer, that clarity that's going to be coming. You're reaching those goals, those expectations. You don't have to push or force. This is almost as if way back, even before the present moment, when you were feeling that struggle energy and you felt like you had to do. This in the future, you're going to be reminded something may come up that forces you to understand and realize that you can't push, you can't force. You got to take it a little bit slower and trust that all that you have done has led you to this point and will continue within that momentum. Wow. And then you also have grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. I couldn't even make this up, you guys. I couldn't even make this up. So you're letting go in the future. Like I said, you've got that spontaneous offer coming in, but there's also something that could feel very, very almost heavy that is potentially going to happen if you keep trying to force, keep trying to push. That is going to make you have to let go, make you take a step back, make you take a breather. And really, instead of that, what you can do is really focus on grace and gratitude. Grace is one of my favorite words for how we can be to ourselves and to others. Do everything with grace, treat others with grace, and be graceful. So, really, really, that's kind of almost coming into your advice here, Aquarius. If you don't want this Eight of Cups energy that's coming through in this reading, then really, really allow yourself to take those breaks. Allow yourself to rest, to be in a state of peace and harmony, to know that everything is in flow. It's coming, it's working, it's all doing exactly what you had planted the seeds for and planned here. It's all happening. Don't try to push or force it to happen even quicker. That clarity comes in here, and you have this opening of a gate or the dam, right? The opening of the dam. I hope that makes sense. So really, really tune into that grace and that gratitude. That is what is going to expand this even further when you're coming from a place of passion and not a place of forcing and pushing. All right. And then you also have take a divinely guided chance. Wow. Powerful. It says, all positive change and successful endeavors involve a degree of risk, and you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories as you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar but no longer appropriate for you. You make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. So, not only that guidance, but still it's coming in with that Eight of Cups. It's almost as if this warning coming through, Aquarius, that if you are pushing, forcing, pushing, forcing, you're not really tuning into that divine guidance. You're not tuning into, that gratitude, that gracefulness within and for yourself and others. You're not tuning into that. There could be some what is the word here, Spirit? There could be some challenge or bigger challenges and obstacles that come up, and your health may be one of them. So really, really tune into that guidance. Really, really tune into that gratitude and grace. Give yourself give yourself a break. You don't have to continue to push and force. You have done all of this work, Aquarius, and it's working out. Aquarius for the win, because you have this beautiful, beautiful energy that is guiding and supporting you, but you also have this reminder for the future. You're making all this headway. You've got all these things. You've got that something hidden that could bring that clarity you've been focusing on. You're moving out of that state, and you're getting that guidance and or a spontaneous offer that is going to bring that clarity. Just make sure once that happens that you stay in the flow and don't work so hard to push and force, because things can go backwards. If we do that, things can go backwards, or we can actually repel things from coming through or from happening when we work so hard to push or force something that is going to be happening in its own divine time, in flow. In flow. All the water in a river or what have you, it can't all rush to one thing at the same time. It flows together, and that's where you're at here. Oh, gorgeous reading. I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit that like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon. It is free for you, and it does let you know whenever I upload new readings. It also helps to support the community and to help it grow. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.